Hey guys, Mark with the Magazine Collector here, back with you for episode number 2 of a virtual unboxing. So, this issue or this episode's going to be a little bit different. This is a unboxing of 5 modern magazines, but they are all the same exact copy. They're the same magazine. I sent in 5 issues of this magazine shortly after it came out, and we're going to see today what the results are. So without further ado, let's have at it. Here we go. Issue number 1 is a 9.8. Perfect. Good way to start. As you can see, this is the new Caitlin Clark Slam magazine. It's her first professional cover, her second cover altogether on Slam. So, yeah, let's take a look here. Definitely, I love that cover. When it was first released, um, I was just a big fan. Um, from Iowa myself, and have been a huge Caitlin Clark fan for years. We've got to watch her here for years, and she just kind of came on the national scene in the last couple years. So have always been a huge fan of Caitlin's. I prefer her covers in her Iowa uniform just because I'm a huge Iowa fan, and that's kind of how I know her. But yeah, when this cover was released, I'm actually a big fan of it. I love the orange in it. I think it's a real good looking cover. So love starting out with a 9.8. Quick look at the back. All right, let's go on to number 2. Again, it's going to be five copies of the same exact magazine here. I would love to get multiple 9.8s. Let's see how it goes. And here's number 2. Another 9.8. Perfect. All right. One thing that I did different on this submission that I have not done in the past is I actually opted for the Slam custom label. This is an option that you can do with CGC. I believe for magazines, Slam is the only custom label that they have. If in the comic book world, there's lots of different custom labels that CGC offers. And before I opted for this, I had actually never seen on a actual magazine what the Slam custom label looked like. After looking at it here just online, I think I'm mixed. I do like the little logo in the background here that says Slam with the building and that. I think my bigger complaint is actually the text on it. I'm not a big fan of this text here being over, I guess I would call it left centered versus being in the middle, how CGC traditionally does it. And I'm sure they do that to, so it keeps it away from their custom logo here, but I definitely prefer it being in the middle. But I'll be curious to see this one in person when they come and see what I think. That Slam custom label, it does cost $5 extra per magazine, and it's just a checkbox that you can select when you submit your magazines. So, all right, let's go on to number 3. So far, I'm 2 for 2 on the 9.8s. Let's go to number 3. Another 9.8. Perfect. I love it. All right, on this one, let's check out the census a little bit here. All right, so there's total of 29 graded copies of this issue, 19 9.8s, 9 9.6s. So yeah, a high percentage of these definitely are the 9.8s. And I think on that subject too, I think CGC is getting a little bit better with their shipping. it used to be, at least in my personal experience, when you would order from CGC, you would never know what your issues were going to look like when you got them in the mail. And the recent ones that I've ordered, they really have been a lot better. When it comes to the normal issue, anyhow, I still really struggle when I order the special edition slams. I'll go into that here a little bit later, but they've got gold covers and they've got orange covers, and I just don't have good luck when I order those special editions at all. But on these standard editions, I have been getting a lot better quality magazines recently. Let's look at number 4. Oh, 9.6. All right. So the grader notes on that one, indent top right of back cover. So there must have been something that I didn't see on that one. Top right of back cover. Yeah, I don't see anything in the images online, but I'll make sure to check that one out when I actually get it in person. All right, some sales information on this issue. The 9.8s recently, I've got a few different numbers. Some of the recent sales, $158 on bids, $250 buy it now, $161 on bids, and then $199 buy it now, $249 buy it now. So I would say they're going from anywhere in that $160 to $250 range for a 9.8. The 9.6s obviously drop off quite a bit. There's been a couple buy it nows at $129, and then one on bids that went for $86. So not bringing too bad of money for those 9.8s. All right, so that was number 4. I've got one more in the submission. Number 5. Let's see if we can go 4 of 5 here. Another 9.6. Okay, so I ended up this submission 3 9.8s, 2 9.6s. I guess I'll take that. So I would have liked to see one more 9.8 out of that, but we will go with that. The grader notes on this one, there's a scuff, the left top of back cover, and then spine stress lines. I didn't see the spine stress lines. Those are something I normally really stay away from submitting anything that's got spine stress lines, because I know that's going to pull it down. First glance here, I don't really see the spine stress lines that they're talking about. And then the back cover damage must be pretty minimal. I don't see. Possibly that's a spine stress line right here. Yeah, anyhow, pretty happy with that submission. Couple 3 9.8s, 2 9.6s. One side note with this magazine, if you're not familiar with Slam, they actually offer a couple variants recently also. One variant that they have is the gold label slams, and what that looks like is right here. They are actually numbered to 94. They only produce 94 of them. Once they're gone, they're gone. So sometimes with the bigger name athletes like Caitlin and some of the others, they go super fast. So they're really hard to get. I believe they're right at $100, $99 is what they sell for. But yeah, kind of in this picture too, you can see how they are shipped. And this is my experience as well. They're on a piece of cardboard, and then it's kind of shrink wrapped around the whole thing. And again, the ones that I've gotten in the past, I really struggle with. I've submitted a few of them, and they're kind of all over the board on what you get. I've never gotten a 9.8 on any of these special edition slams, so kind of tough. On this gold special edition, there has only been 2 graded to this point. One is a 9.6 and one is a 9.4. All right, and then the other special edition that Slam has been offering is their orange metal edition. And I'm going to bring up one of those here. This is not my magazine. This is just a random gold edition that I came across. So this is what they look like. I think they look really slick. I love the look of these orange ones. So orange is a little different than gold. Orange, they put up for sale for, I believe it's 48 hours, and as many as they sell in that 48 hours, that's what they sell. And you can see this particular one here is numbered to 867. So 867 copies of this were sold in 48 hours, and then they closed that sales window, and that's what it is. So if you're used to the baseball card world, this would be like their variants, their numbered cards. So quite a bit more rare. And on the gold, or I'm sorry, on the orange, let's take a look at the census here. So quite a few less copies graded. There's been 7 9/8s, 7 9/6s, and then a few below that. So just kind of one of those interesting things about Slam. All right, so I think that basically does it for this episode. Again, maybe not real interesting to most, as it's just 5 of the same issue, but kind of shows you some of the different Slam covers, what they have for the Caitlin First Professional cover. And appreciate you guys watching. We will see you next time. Thanks.